Well, whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah, family and tradition are cherished during the holidays, and the celebration of Kwanzaa is no different. Created back in 1966 as a way to reunite the community following the Watts riots in Los Angeles, Kwanzaa has grown to become an annual tradition for many African Americans, a time to celebrate their family and their rich culture. The Spady Cultural Heritage Museum in Delray Beach is preparing for their 17th annual Kwanzaa celebration at the end of the month. Here with the details is Museum Director Charlene Farrington and Akbar James Watson, a member of the Sankofa Study Group. Great to have both of you with us.
Thank you for having us.
All right, so Akbar, I'm actually going to start with you because you, when it comes to Kwanzaa, you are an expert. So I want you to tell us, we have this beautiful display here. So why don't you walk us through, and probably the thing that people think about the most when it comes to Kwanzaa are the candles. So talk about the candles.
Okay, basically Kwanzaa has 7 symbols, and one symbol is the candles, and they call it the Mashuma Saba. 7 candles for the 7 principles. You also have the Kinara, which is typically the candle holder.
So this is the Kinara right here, the base.
Yes.
Maybe we can show that. The base. Okay.
You have the Mazeo, which is the fruit, and that's for the harvest.
I'm Havana here for you, the fruit, yeah.
And then you have the corn. The corn symbolizes for the children. So each children that are in the home, you will put an ear of corn down on the mat.
Oh, so it depends on how many children you have. 3 kids, you have 3 ears of corn. Here we have 2 ears. Okay, perfect.
Right. And the next symbol is the mat. I have the placemat down there, and it's made out of cardboard. And most of the symbols we're using are handmade.
Okay.
And then you have the gifts. We have books, and we have stamps, and we have a basket from Rwanda.
Okay.
So we give out gifts. And then our last symbol is
the cup over here, right?
The cup, the Kukombe Cha Omocha.
Okay.
And that's the unity cup, and it's used for pouring libations.
Okay, and is that something that people drink from in the family? They pass it around and drink from it, or?
Yes, basically it's the symbolic gesture that we'll use. We won't actually take the drink nowadays. We had a time in our history we did drink from the same cup, but now how times has evolved, we just do the symbolic gesture.
Okay. So Charlene, tell us a little bit about how important this is to be celebrated at the museum. And one of the things you mentioned too is that this is really an important celebration for kids.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So as a Black History Museum that preserves the history of our culture and our community, we feel it's important to share this Kwanzaa celebration and the meaning that it has for people of African descent, the African diaspora, as we are called. It was created by Dr. Karenga as a way to remember our heritage from the continent of Africa. And so it's very important that we hold this event for children to continually teach them about their culture. It has enough color, enough activities, and enough interest to hold the interest of our children. So at the same time, they're learning about our ancient culture and the history that people of the diaspora sprung from.
Sure. And it's so important, right? To
It's
continue
extremely
those
important.
lessons to the children, kind of where did I come from?
Absolutely.
And why it's so important for them to know that and carry that with them.
Absolutely. Heritage is all about what your family traditions are and the repeated customs, the culture that you repeat on a daily basis. That's really how it becomes ingrained in our youth. And there are a lot of people who are adults now who really have not been exposed to Kwanzaa. So we're also bringing some of our adults who may not be as familiar up to speed as well. So we do it every year to remind us of the heritage, remind us of the rituals and the meanings. The meanings are the most important. So that we can keep our history and our memories alive.
Yeah. Akbar, talk about the colors, because we see green candles, red candles, and then the black candle, and then the flag is also red and green and black as well.
So the color symbolizes the black candle in the middle is symbolic of the people. And the red candles are symbolic of the struggles, and the greens is symbolic of the progress that we make. And we start off with the black and then the red, and we alternate it between the red and the green.
So when you light the candle, the first candle to be lighted is the black candle in the middle,
That would be the first candle.
Yeah. And then is there something that's red? Is there something that families can follow that they read, they'll light the candle and then they might read something. How does that work, Charlene?
Yes, each candle also we associate with one of the 7 Kwanzaa principles.
Right.
So as we light a candle, we discuss the principle, what it means to us, and how it's demonstrated in our community. So that's going to be a discussion that's going to be unique to wherever you are in the world celebrating Kwanzaa. But the discussion also needs to center around something that the children can easily identify with, something that they can see that is actually happening in their community.
And actually what's happening in the culture now, I mean, we went through a period of time where Black Lives Matter has become so important. Do the kids talk about that?
We talk about every aspect of what's going on historically and currently, which in a lot of contexts is the same thing. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. So we got about 45 seconds left. Tell me about the museum.
Oh, the Spady Cultural Heritage Museum. It's located in Delray Beach in the heart of downtown. Our address is 170 Northwest 5th Avenue. It is an historic home. It's in the home that Solomon Spady lived in when he came to Delray in the 1920s. He was an educator. So our nonprofit organization helped to preserve that structure in a little cottage next door. As part of our cultural fabric and the history of Delray Beach. Mr. Spady was very instrumental in helping to establish the community of Delray Beach. And so our mission is to preserve that history and to educate about that history.
Excellent.
Yes.
Thank you both so much for being here. We really appreciate it. I learned a lot about Kwanzaa, and I'm sure our audience did as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having us.
And the 17th annual Kwanzaa celebration will be held Saturday, December 29th at the Spady Cultural Heritage Museum in Delray Beach from 2:30 to 6 p.m. Admission is free, and we'll have more information for you on our Facebook page at Your South FL.